Hello everyone, I am Saili Hingne and I have a new video lecture for you. So before starting with our today's topic, please do subscribe us on our channel, that is Edufy India, and also follow us on our social media platforms, that is our WhatsApp and Telegram groups, the link of which is available in the description box of this video, and also in the description box you will get link to our free PDF notes. So just by clicking on the link you will get access to our free PDF notes. So do keep following us for more such video lectures, free PDF notes, quizzes and doubt sections. So let's start with our today's topic. So basically our today's topic in continuation of Plant Kingdom part 5. It will be the last lecture on this particular topic, and previously we have uploaded 4 parts of this topic. If you have missed them, please do watch it. Lectures are uploaded on our channel, that is Edufy India. So let's start. The topic of discussion is plant life cycles and alternation of generations. So basically, what is meant by life cycle? Life cycle of an organism is a sequence of events or processes that occur from birth to death of an organism. So basically, whatever the processes or events that are occurring in an organism's life starting from birth to its end, that is death, is basically what is meant by life cycle. In plants, as we are talking about plants, so in plants both haploid and diploid cells are divided by mitosis. This feature leads to the formation of different plant bodies, haploid and diploid. The haploid plant body produces gametes by mitosis. This plant body represents a gametophyte. Then after fertilization, zygote also divides by mitosis to produce a diploid saprophytic plant body. Haploid spores are produced by this plant body by meiosis. This in turn divide by mitosis to form a haploid plant body once again. So in overall, thus during the life cycle of any sexually reproducing plant, there is an alternation of generation between gamete producing haploid gametophyte and spore producing diploid saprophyte. So one good example of it is, as we have seen in our previous lecture about angiosperms. Angiosperms complete their life cycles in 2 phases. First is a diploid sporophytes and the second is haploid gametophyte. And these 2 phases follows each other, and this event, whatever the event occurs, and this event is called alternation of generation. So now here we will look life cycle patterns. Different plant groups and individuals have different features in their life cycle. Means different plants show different patterns of life cycle. So here we will be discussing about 3 life cycle patterns. So our first pattern is haplontic. So in haplontic, the dominant photosynthetic phase is a gametophyte produced by haploid spores. The gametophyte produces gametes by mitosis. The gametes fuse and produce a diploid zygote that represents sporophytic generation. There are no free living sporophytes. Meiosis in the zygote results in formation of haploid spores. This kind of life cycle is called haplontic. Many algae such as Spirogyra and Calamdomonas represent this pattern of life cycle. Then our next is diplontic. Now what happens in diplontic pattern of life cycle? In this type, the diploid sporophyte is the dominant. The multicellular diploid phase is called sporophyte and it is dominant. The gametophytic phase is represented by the single to few cell haploid gametophyte. This kind of life cycle is termed as diplontic. All seed bearing plants, that is gymnosperms and angiosperms, follow this pattern of life cycle. Example, and also one example is fucus, and algae is diplontic. So third pattern of life cycle, that is last, is haplodiplontic pattern of life cycle. So in this type there are 2 distinct multicellular phases. Diploid sporophyte and haploid gametophyte are present. Both phases are multicellular. However, they differ in their dominant phases. Firstly, a dominant independent photosynthetic thalloid phase is represented by a haploid gametophyte. It alternates with a short-lived multicellular sporophyte totally or partially, dependent on the gametophyte for its anchorage and nutrition. All bryophytes represent this pattern. And secondly, the diploid
Sporophyte is represented by a
dominant independent photosynthetic vascular plant body. It alternates with multicellular saprophytic or autotrophic independent but short-lived haploid gametophyte. This pattern is called haplodiplontic life cycle. All pteridophytes demonstrate this pattern. However, most algal genera are haplontic, but some of them, such as Ectocarpus or kelps, which is the largest algae, are haplodiplontic. So basically, in haplodiploidic pattern of life cycle, both phases are multicellular and intermediate condition is present. And this life cycle pattern is present in bryophytes and pteridophytes mostly. So further, quick recap of whatever we have studied under this topic till now. This topic consists of series of 5 lectures. So let's have a summary of it. So basically, our topic of discussion was plant kingdom. Plant kingdom includes algae, bryophytes, pteridophytes, gymnosperms and angiosperms. We have already had detailed lectures on these 5 groups. The lectures are uploaded in our channel. Do watch if you have missed it. So basically, algae, that is our first group under plant kingdom, are chlorophylla bearing simple thylakoid, autotrophic and largely aquatic organisms. Depending on the type of pigment contained and the type of stored food, algae are classified into 3 classes, that is chlorophaceae, phaeophaceae and rhodophaceae. There are second group, that is bryophytes. Bryophytes are plants which can live in soil but are dependent on water for sexual reproduction. Their plant body is more differentiated than that of algae. It is thallus-like and erect and attached to the substratum by rhizoids. And then our third group was pteridophytes. In pteridophytes, the main plant is a sporophyte, which is differentiated into true root, stem and leaves. This organs possesses well differentiated vascular tissues. The sporophytes bear sporangia which produce spores. The spores germinate to form gametophytes which require cool, damp places to grow. So the gametophytes bear male and female sex organs called antheridia and archegonium respectively. Means female sex organ is archegonium and male sex organ is antheridia. So now next group was our gymnosperms. Gymnosperms are the plants in which ovules are not enclosed by any ovary wall. After fertilization, the seeds remain exposed and therefore these plants are called naked seed plants. And in angiosperms, the male sex organs, stamen and female sex organs, pistil are drawn in flower. Each stamen consists of a filament and an anther. The anther produces pollen grains, that is male gametophyte after meiosis. The pistil consists of an ovary enclosing one to many ovules. Within the ovule is the female gametophyte or embryo sac which contains the egg cell. The pollen tube enters the embryo sac where 2 male gametes are discharged. Only one male gamete fuses with egg cell. The event is called as syngamy, and other fuses with diploid secondary nucleus, that is triple fusion occurs. So this event of 2 fusions is called double fertilization. So basically 2 fusion occurs, that is why it is called as double fertilization, and is unique to only angiosperms. The angiosperms are divided into 2 classes, that is dicots and monocots. Then we have studied our last topic under this plant kingdom. That was our today's topic of discussion, life cycle of plants and alternation of generations. So during the life cycle of any sexually reproducing plant, there is alternation of generations between gamete producing haploid gametophyte and spore producing diploid sporophyte. However, different plant groups or individuals may show different patterns of life cycle. So which we have studied, haplontic, diplontic or intermediate, that is haplodiplontic pattern of life cycle. So this was all about our plant kingdom. To follow us on our WhatsApp and Telegram groups, the link is given in the description box. Also link for free PDF notes is mentioned in the description box, and subscribe to our channel, and thank you for your attention.